Alright, Flat Rate Mechanic here, and today we're working on a Ford F-150 or F250. Ford F250s, they are very similar, and we're replacing the heater control head right here. Basically what the customer was complaining of is they'd be driving down the road and the blower motor would start going on high all by itself, and you wouldn't be able to shut it off. You'd be hitting the button and you wouldn't be able to turn it down. And I had it all out and tested it, and come to find out the actual control head itself, which we have here, was shorting out internally. So we actually picked one of these up used from LKQ, I believe we got it from. So we're going to go ahead and put this thing in, but just wanted to show you guys a real quick overview on how to get these out. It's relatively easy. The only tool you really need is a plastic trim tool to pop this panel off here with, and then it's going to be there's a couple of bolts from the back side, 5.5 millimeter bolts that hold this in. But let me go ahead and pull this panel forward so you guys can actually see what we got here. And basically, this whole panel, there's no bolts that hold this in, and they're all just clips that clip into these holes right here. And you're just going to want to use a plastic trim tool to pop it out from behind, or you can just pull it real lightly with your hands. In this case, I was actually able to just pull it by hand out, and then as you're pulling it away, I had to unplug some electrical connectors here. You got your headlight switches and some other switches, another switch here, and these connectors here. And I just had to unplug those so we could get this far enough ahead to be able to access the back of the control head. Two connectors on the control head here, and then as you can see, it's just a few 5.5 millimeter bolts that hold this on. Then this thing will pop right off, and when we go to reassemble this, I'm just going to tilt it forward. I'm going to plug all these connectors back in, set it into place, and I just kind of tap it all the way around the edges, and it'll clip right in, and that'll be all we have to do on this. So relatively easy to repair if you need to replace the control head in your Ford F-150 or Ford F-250. I believe on some of the 250s the trim panel is actually just a half section, so you don't even have to take this whole section off. But yeah, not too bad of a job for someone who wants to attempt to do this themselves. But hope the video was helpful, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Flat Rate Mechanic and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.